Welcome back to No Chill with Gilbert Arenas. Our guest today is the definition of multi-talented. Whether it's on the court, in the booth, or on the dance floor, he does his thing. 10-year vet, McDonald's All-American, won a 2016 championship with the Cavs,
Yes, sir.
won a Dancing with the Stars championship. First and only Hooper to ever do that.
You know it.
Now you can catch him on Season 2 of BET's College Hill Celebrity Edition. In addition to checking out his podcast, Iman Amongst Men with Uninterrupted. Iman Shumpert, what's going on, brother?
Man, I appreciate it.
Pulling up. I'll be practicing.
You know what's crazy, dog? And no matter when people bring it up, if they bring up that Dancing with the Stars shit, I'll be forgetting. Like, no,
Forgetting you was a champ?
I just forget that it happened in a way because it's like I didn't go into. I think the reason I won is because I didn't go into it, like really knowing what I'm doing or knowing the magnitude of how many people watch it. I think it was kind of obvious, like, yo, I don't think he realizes he on Dancing with the Stars. He just acting like it's nothing. Like they just laughing and joking while they doing the routine, and I think that's what made it so genuine for me. But even now, as you go through it, all I'm thinking as I'm hearing that is like basketball stuff and like
for sure.
other stuff that I've done. And then I'm like, damn, I did win a championship with Daniela did. Like, we did a good job.
That's a chip.
Where's the band?
We did a great job.
That's the thing about being a Hooper, though. You got to be able to really do your thing on the dance floor, too, for the most of us. Some of us ain't got no rhythm.
At the end of the day. Like, Gil could win.
Yeah. Back in the day. Before them knees started.
I think he can still.
Before them knees start getting crunky.
I think you would be able to do it. You would feel like it's your knees and all this other shit. It get to like round 6, and people will tell you finna lose, and you be like, yeah, I don't know, man. We need a Visco shots. Yeah. Some Visco, like, give me a little knee brace, but I'm not finna lose to dude. Like, that's
like about to lose to
real talk. It became that. Like, it really did become that where I'm just like, bro, you can't. Like, I don't dance, but I could dance better than, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could make it look fire. Like,
that's a competitive part.
Yeah, it kick in. Yeah. It definitely kicks in no matter what we do.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk today, but let's first talk about the big news from today. As of this taping, Draymond Green declined his player option with the Warriors.
That was crazy.
He's going to become a free agent. So I got to ask you got a chance to play against Draymond a ton during your career. How important is Draymond to that Warriors dynasty?
Extremely. To me, they have spurts of greatness, all of them individually, right? But there's something very consistent about somebody that doesn't have to make shots, but is a staple. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was one of those guys that maybe I'm not in the rotation at all, but if I'm not even sitting on the bench, it'll make people feel weird. You know what I'm saying? Like when you lose that loud mouth guy that's like, he's gonna yell at the other team, but he's in it, he's intense, he knows all the plays, he knows the coverages, he knows everything. He doesn't have to perform well for him to mean something to a team. I think that he's their consistency. Like when they have ups and downs, when they have this and that, like I feel like he's their even keel, whether they understand that or not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At least when we played him, I always felt like, yeah, Steph is the head of the snake and the most dangerous man with a jersey. Totally get that. Klay Thompson is going to be the most consistent jump shooter, whether he's in a slump or not. To me, I don't even want to see his form go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to see you raise it to see if you hot. Like, I don't care if you off. I don't care the slump they talking about. I don't care, because if he get hot, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time for it to be on me. But it's like with Draymond, you never felt like you could take his game away. I never felt like he was gonna not know the coverages. I felt like he studied it's like, bro, do you study the Cavs harder than the other teams? Like, he was like barking everything out that we're doing, but it's like somebody that pay attention to detail like that, watch film like that, they're very important and they add a lot of value. They teach a lot of players stuff that you don't notice. They police a lot of shit you don't notice throughout a game. So it's like, he's definitely an important piece. Do I feel like they're important to him as well? Yes. For sure. Which is why when it came across my shit, I was like, that's crazy. Yeah. Because though I'm very big I'm vocal about it when I say, yo, without Draymond, their danger wears off a little bit to me. Because not everybody knows how to play amongst people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets it. So I'm like, it makes me nervous when they don't have him. But I've never really considered him not having them.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what, when I looked at it on my phone, that's what scared me. I'm like, what does he do without 4 weapons like that?
When I looked at it, it was more of, they need cap. They need space.
Yeah.
Right? So someone who's been sacrificing his whole time there.
Sacrificing what?
His game. Right? Just being that dude, that glue dude, right? When you say the glue dude of a team.
You feel like he sacrificed? I feel like that created
It's his role. Yeah, it's his role. So what changes it in this situation, right? He's looking at the team like, oh, okay, we need to make some moves. Yeah. I got about, 30 on the books. If I opt out, sign a new 4-year deal, it starts at a lower price, right? So if I'm making, let's say, 20 right now, and I sign a 4-year, like 75 or something, it's gonna start at about 13. So I just saved $7 million to go out and get someone else. So that's what I was always looking at the whole time.
Oh, you don't think he's gonna official?
Nah, I think he ain't different. Nah.
You don't think no other team gonna come in and throw a number and he gonna be like, wow, I am worth that?
They could, but I don't think he sees this team going anywhere.
I get loyal from Draymond too.
Yeah,
I feel like,
you know what I mean?
I feel like he know he got money and legacy.
And same thing with especially with Clay too. I think they're at a point where this is us. We built this. Mm-hmm. We want to retire here. So whatever it takes for us to sacrifice to get better pieces in.
So you feel like they're all sacrificing contractually?
Yeah, I think they are.
Do you agree with that, though? We talk a lot about legacy versus getting the bag.
I love that more. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I love that they can, but they got bread.
Yeah.
Let's get it out there. Got bread. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it sound like a lot. But once you get bread, you start realizing, like, it ain't a lot that you can't buy.
We have, I don't know why we do that.
That's what I'm saying, because
we do that, right? They don't. Of course not. You know what I mean? We want to be a billionaire. Right. Our minds ain't like that.
Because you thinking like, bro, I could be like you want to, I don't know. I feel like basketball players that want to win, they just rather be on the Rushmore than.
But I guess is it fair to say, because Gil, you bring this point out a lot, no other job, your regular job come to you like, I need you to take less money so we can bring more talent in so I can make more bread. 9 times out of 10 you'll be like, I ain't doing that.
Nah, but we've been instilled that from when we were little, right? A little bit of sacrifice here for somebody else. So, when we have these players and like, you need $5 million, so I need to take 2 less. But I bet that's my dude, right? We're used to that. We never thought about, wait, hold on. Why are we taking pay cuts for you? So you can keep still getting your foundation of money. Like, so, if you're making $30 million a year, you don't want to dip into that. So you want us to dip into each other to the point where you still making 30 instead of saying, nah, you're going to give me my 2, you're going to give me this 5. Now you're making 25.
First off, that's always if we could do that, of course. Yeah. It just, unless you in that driver's seat to do that and bully that, and then when we get to the negotiations, we could do that. It's just, you know what I'm saying? But that's the issue, because it's like, Moggs, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But
our loyalty.
I understand that loyalty and saying like I remember when we was going back to Cleveland, like I could have went and got me a bag. Like I was one of the youngest 2 guards. Like, and I came off injury. We did well. We went to the chip. I'm like, bro, I could have just went and chased bag. But I'm like, nah, bro, they beat us and my shoulder was fucked up. My bad if y'all can't curse.
We curse all the time. Cool. No chill.
But I was like, Draymond hit me with that screen. I'm like, my shoulder was messed up. I was getting a shot in my shoulder and a shot in my ass for the game. I'm like, we coming back. We playing y'all again, bro. 100%.
See, that's what
the you talking. I don't care how much we got.
Players is loyal to the game,
and they take advantage of that. They definitely take advantage.
It's the game. You can tell us one thing, like, your boy. Like, you tell us our partner, your partner gonna need a little few. I bet, do it. Like, we don't.
It's nothing.
Because to make it easier, I guess.
I was broke. Like, y'all already got me with the rookie contract, bro.
I'm good.
You had me at the rookie contract. You had me. That's more than we ever saw. Like, you had me at the rookie contract. So it's like when Mob be telling you, like, Ma came to you and was like, 50, but you got to take 48 so we can get your homie. You like, 48, 50.
What's the difference?
Whatever. Like, we'll do some club appearances.
Does it make it any easier or any different when you got a team like, you make up that 2 really club appearances?
That's what a hooper thinks.
That's what a hooper thinks, real.
He like, the organization, too, is
me and dude playing together gonna bring in more money than this man could even offer us on the quick contract.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we win enough together, Batman Robin shit can go anywhere, and they won't get a piece of it. That's what we hoping in our head. We bet on ourselves.
But you already know we seen them valuations skyrocket. You know, the Warriors in the last 10 years now be worth $7-8 billion. But does it make it any easier for you as a player to make that decision when you know the team's dipping into the luxury tax, owners are actually coming out of their pockets too to put together a winning franchise, as opposed to, like, let's say Draymond's on a trash team and now they telling him this shit. That's like, well, I'm out. I'm gonna go get a bag somewhere else.
It's that first bag. Once you get that first big one, everything after that is the cherry on the top, right? And that's why it'd be the simple things like Kawhi in Toronto, right? You can't use money against him anymore. Right? That 155 here or the 120 here, it's the same. That's the same shit.
Up?
You know what I mean? Even though it's 30, that's the same shit to him. So what else? Right? We'll turn $30 million down for a guaranteed parking spot up front.
Straight up. Just show me something. Show me you care.
Front row, 4 front rows for my parents. I bet.
Straight up.
That door with $30 million, we could just buy a front row.
Exactly.
The fact that you just threw it out there, a suite, you got a suite, boom, 2 suites for you and your family. Like, you know what? That sounds like some shit I can do.
And we'll give you a house for your family for the year.
Yeah,
Okay. That's real. That's real.
They ain't got to worry about
that's what I said. It'd be little things like that they
And
don't.
they'd be like, fuck that 30.
Yep, that 30.
I hope owners aren't watching this because they're going to, take this information.
They'll stop losing.
You said you only need 2 suites.
They'll stop losing their assets.
Yeah, that's real.
I ain't gonna lie though, I love seeing teams that are together for a long. I hate when I don't know, like, I'll never forget going on what show, damn, I can't think of the show I went on. Somewhere ESPN, but I went on there and literally because of like free agency and everything, the whole team that I just had in my mind, like I had a brain fart for 1 second, and he was like, "Oh no, he's not over there. You know, they did that trade, and then this happened, and then." And I was thinking, I'm like, bro, how are we? I'm like, bro, I watched this year. Like I watched it. Like I saw it. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping that guys would turn the corner and the other guy would develop, and this guy next year is gonna add this to his game. I'm like, y'all just blew the whole team up. Like every year we gonna do this? Like I hate that. I love watching the Warriors literally just because I know core pieces.
Yeah, and I think
Denver too.
Yeah,
I like
the
watching
Warriors
the core pieces.
Watching the Warriors should allow everyone to realize, stop giving up on your assets so fast.
Real talk.
Right, you're giving up on your assets. Like you see, Curry was going through his problems,
the ankle problems, and all that
and
shit.
then boom, they turned into a championship dynasty. Right now they're about 35. So you're talking about 22, 21, 35 now. Versus it be kids that's 25, 26. Like, yeah, I think we done with this duo. They've been together 5 years. Like, they're 25 and 6. 25. They still got 10 more years. They got 10 more years to try to get it right.
Straight up, and they don't give them a chance. It'll be like, let's either add a piece, which that piece is gonna overshadow one of your star pieces, or it's blow them up, get something for them while they're young and able to do whatever. I hate to get something for them. I feel like that's what happened to me in set. They didn't expect me to play good. We started playing well, and then they was like, "Oh, we could get something for him too."
Yeah.
Go get something. Go get something for him. Go get something for that man. That man older, man.
No, that'd be the bad part about the NBA. You playing good to be traded.
Straight up. You just became an asset.
Yeah, you look good. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, we just found an asset. Throw him. Start him. Let's package it. Get some back.
Bro, they went and got some. They like, man, we gonna get 2 young for this. Man, 2 of them. Just made 2 out of 1. They 2 out of 10. Boy, keep playing that ball. How you playing it? Keep shooting that thing. They love it.
Let's run some plays for them.
Real talk.
Show them they look good. Oh, he healthy. He'll
Real
go.
talk. I'm wondering why I'm getting so many shots against Minnesota. I didn't know what was going on. Lacing him up. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it go like that.
So we're going to talk a ton more basketball, but let's talk a little bit about your reality TV star life. So you're on season 2, a College Hill Celebrity Edition. Yeah. So obviously the big news from that show was the fight between Amber Rose, Joseline Hernandez. Yeah. They couldn't show any of the footage. I know you probably got some NDAs or whatever you could talk about, but if you had to compare that fight between Amber Rose and Joseline Hernandez to an NBA fight, what fight would you compare it to?
The Knicks fight where Dan Gundy ended up on the floor.
It was that good?
it was so unexpected. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Mars was looking at Jazzy, Big Bad Wolfish, you see what I'm saying? So when A and B came over there on her, tripping out like that, it was first the shot. And then once Jazzy got rolling and you realized both of them could do damage like that, it was like Jazzy got up. Like, when you see the fight, you see Amber go. And then Jazzy gets up. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to let him get it in because, like, you snuck her and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really jump in right away. You know what I'm saying?
Let them figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're going to do with the footage, so I'm going to just keep my mouth closed on what happened. But
that's why we just talking.
That's why I said,
NBA
if you could imagine that and then imagine, I don't know if it was a teacher or a producer, somebody trying to grab them, and they like stumbled over the chairs, and that's why I'm saying I just remember a crowd of people, it was broken up, and then somebody grabbing on to like a leg or like their body. I remember going like that, trying to get them off, but yeah.
By now, how come they haven't shown actual?
I believe due to the college's wishes. I want to say
BET decided not to show.
No, I'm talking about, but that's every.
Somebody got the tape.
You never really see the fights, but if it happened, then
they don't want to condone violence and bullying.
On a reality show that's condoning violence and bullying. I bet.
Hey, you know what's funny about the whole thing, right? Because people have always asked, they like, how did y'all get Iman to do this? Bro, I kid you not. I saw College Hill when I was a kid, dog. It was funny. Mm-hmm. It was real kids going to school, and a couple of them had like little issues with life. You know what I'm saying? What I'm thinking is, I'm coming on there because I went to college, and they know I went to college. Yeah. They know I didn't finish, and I'm gonna help these kids. They like, this is the celebrity edition. I'm thinking I'm the celebrity.
Yeah.
I had no clue there was a season 1. I didn't watch it. If Ashley told me about it, I did a bad job of doing my research.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe I had too much. I can't remember what I was finishing up acting-wise before going into that, but I know I was coming off of another set. Oh, Them Two.
Okay.
I did the Them Two series. It was coming out on Amazon soon. But I did that. I came off that set and right to Alabama. And I got there, and it's like, okay, Amber, Ray J, Jazzy, Quay. I'm looking like, hold on, Orion. I'm like, Parker. I'm like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, nobody really told me what's going on. But then I'm thinking in my head as I talk to my wife, I'm like, bro, this finna be funny. Cause there's no way y'all think y'all gonna get me out my body. I'm not finna play with none of y'all. That's all I'm thinking in my head. Like, gee, don't ask me to say nothing. I'm like, anything y'all saw me do, I did it. Anytime I had to like fill in the blanks, I always spoke with like super proper etiquette, so you could tell like they told him to say that. Everything else, when you hear my voice regular, it's me. If you hear me in like a super technical voice, I did it on purpose because it's usually a voiceover that they had me add, and I didn't feel like saying it, but they told me to say it. But I'm like, yeah, watching that, I don't know how I became part of so much, but I was like, if y'all could teach me how to sew and you could get to this number, count me in. They did both.
Okay. So you also took a little bit of French on the show too, and obviously Victor Wembanyama, #1 pick from the Spurs coming into the league. So if you had to say what's up to Wemby in French, how would you do it?
I'd be like, ça va?
That's it.
And then, yeah, cause I mean, ça va is like it's like a what's up, but it's also like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, what's to you? So if I hear him with a ça va, like, I'll be like, ça va, and he'll probably be like, you know, ça va bien? Like, which is like, I'm doing good, I'm cool. Just so I show him I know how to speak some French, I'll probably be like, hey, when he be like, hey, toi, like, how you, hey, you? I'm be like, yeah, comme ci, comme ça. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing that, I'm going, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sort of, I ate a little bit.
Like some free, that shit sound cool, I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta be able to hit him with that. Like, you come to him, like, hey, tu t'appelles comment? Motherfucker, whoa, shit. Like, shorty knows a little shit. You gotta get your je m'appelle.
So y'all was really in school doing stuff, or?
Yeah. I mean, If you wanted to tell you the truth, like if you wanted to get something out of it, you could have. We had to write real papers and shit though.
Okay.
I don't know how much grading it they did, but I know I really wrote my shit just because I was like, I'm here already.
For sure.
I'm not with my kids. My kids can't go to school with me, so I'm gonna at least get something out of this. I actually learned a little bit.
Okay.
I learned a little bit. It wasn't all for TV. Like,
I mean, I've turned down reality. I don't know why, but
funny.
it's like.
No, you don't know why though. You'll be a star. You'd hate it. I'm gonna tell you, he would hate it because he's gonna be an instant star.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're gonna try and put him in that, and then he's not gonna want it. Like you would want to do it for like one time.
So
you can experience it.
Just
but
one
the problem
season.
is gonna be the demand for you to stay on the show is gonna be too high, and it's gonna bother you.
Act the ass. Just go and act the ass.
That's what I'm saying. No, you're not gonna have to do anything. It's something about these cameras that they put them on certain people. And it's just like, and you gonna be sitting there like, wait till motherfuckers see me in the background laughing at this shit. Yeah. The amount of shit that got said on that show that I was just like all my reactions is me. Buddy, I'm turned around, I got a mask on during Halloween. Oh, what's like, yo, I'm the only oh shit. This shit funny as hell.
So let's talk a little bit about Wemby. He's supposed to be a generational talent. Have you seen him play at all? What do you think about him coming into the league?
I haven't seen him play. I usually don't watch guys until they get to the league.
Okay, you got to earn your respect first.
Not even that. It's just a different game. If you told me a kid came out of high school, I would go check his high school clips. High school translates to me, to the league better. It just translates better. If you told me he did 4 years of school, I'm gonna see him one way in my head. If he did 1 year of school in college, I see him one way in my head. You know what I'm saying? If he did 3 years, I really see him a certain way. Because 3 years, you still getting coached. 4 years, you knew your mind was like, I'm going to the league now, it's do or die. You know what I'm saying? First year, you was like, I shouldn't be in school. They made me do a year. You know what I'm saying? All that matters going into the league. So I'm like, let me just see who he is. Like,
And I mean, he played pro overseas in France. Does that change your opinion, perspective at all? Seeing
playing pro over there, yeah.
Coming from pro.
Even though I don't know shit about that, like I could evaluate it as far as like when he get over here if I like it or not, but it don't scare me for like the guys in the league. It wouldn't scare me. Like,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Coming out of high school is different because there's a purity of the game and a creativeness that it's like if that comes straight to the league and they train that early while it's a deer in headlights, you get Giannis out of tempo.
You know, this is what I've been saying about women's basketball.
Oh yeah,
right.
Shape their mind early.
Like you put them in school 4 years. You have a coached player, right? Now that's a system NBA style, WNBA style. Out of high school, they are wild.
Yeah.
You put them in, they change your game.
They structure you.
Like you get to come in and there's no been sitting in the UCLA cut for 4 years. You get to really try the shit that you've been doing in high school with freedom. You let that
and
into
you got
the
players. And you got players around you now that are just like you that could catch these passes you couldn't do in high school. Like if I came out of high school, bro, like the creativeness stuff, the habits I had, like the only habit you had was you dribble too much. Why'd you have that? There's no shot clock.
Yep.
Ooh. So you gonna kill the kid's creative mind now that you got a shot clock that he shouldn't keep his dribble. And then he go watch Steve Nash keep his dribble. Go watch Jason Kidd keep his dribble. Watch Gil keep his dribble. Get cut off 2-3 times. Back it out all the way to half court. Clear everything out. And it ain't bothered him that he done took 25 dribbles. Ain't passed the ball not once. He's still calm. The whole team is calm.
That's what they're missing, that creativity.
Real talk.
But Wemby, I think he's gonna be a star. The reason is there's only 2 centers that he got to worry about.
Oh, he playing real center ball.
Yeah.
Oh, he a real center.
No, he's a Kevin Durant, but 7 foot.
Okay, that's not a real center.
No,
so
but
you don't
the
even
people
need
who
to worry
have to
about
guard.
the center.
No, I said the people who got to guard him will be
Giannis.
Giannis is the 4.
Giannis gonna have to.
No,
guard
what I'm
him,
saying is
though.
I'm putting him at the 5 because he only has to worry about Embiid for 2 games, and then Joker for 6.
Offensively, they're gonna mismatch on him.
Yeah, Joker for 6, and then everybody else.
I think you just gonna get easy cooking out here, dog.
Oh no, it's gonna be easy cooking.
I'm saying they're gonna put whoever can move with him the best. He's not gonna get to like certain people are just not gonna guard him, bro. They're not gonna be able to play. They're gonna have to sit him down.
It'll be like Giannis, but you keep him in the center category. There's only 2.
I think
defense. The next center is they have Toronto power forward, 3 small forward. Siakam.
Yeah.
They got him listed
Siakam a power forward.
They got him listed as a center.
You're a lie and a half. He is a forward.
They got Jared Jack as a center.
Jared who?
Jared Jack is a coach.
No, Jaren
Jackson.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson. Yeah. They got him as a center.
Like, what? I like,
just short it.
My boy came back.
No, they got him as a center. They got most of their small forward, power forwards as center. So that's the top 10. That's the top 10. So you just got 2. Hey, you're gonna get killed for 6 games, but other than that, it's just lunch meat out there for you.
Yeah, and development. Develop. Mm-hmm. Just develop. Put that weight on. Get your confidence up to realize nobody can stop you. That's the scary part. When they give you 20 shots a game and start letting you realize, like, no, it's cool. Like, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, do you?
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Yeah, figure it out. Kevin Durant type is crazy, though.
So let's talk about...
That's insane, though. I'm so
I seen him come down. Pop, pop.
Sick of y'all. Sick of these 7-footers in this hezzy pool. About sick of y'all.
Let's talk about your own draft experience. First round draft pick by the Knicks. 2011. So let's go back to that moment. You were around friends, family, super emotional. How did you feel when you heard David Stern call out your name?
Man, like a finally feeling. I think all the way up until he said that, I feel like I was never exhausted. Like I always felt like I wasn't working hard enough, or I had like something I had to do all the time. I always had this like up feeling. And it was like, that was like the first time I had exhaled in a long ass time. And I remember doing that, and then my mama grabbing me around my neck, and then I passed out for a second. And then I came back to, and I turned around, and everybody was still screaming. And my brother was like, wake up, like, wake up. It was crazy though. It was the best feeling of my life. I ain't never had a feeling like that. Cause it's like, you don't make many goals in life that you'll see through that long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we got 1 or 2 things in our childhood that we mark. By the time you like 2 years older, you don't even remember what you marked. You just learned how to do it and kept going. Like, learned it, didn't like it as much as you thought, kept going. But it was like basketball was just, it was nonstop, North Star, nonstop. Like, it's always gonna get me there. So I was, when he did it, I knew it too, cause Shorty had zoomed in, Iman. All right.
That's me right there. That's me right there. Yeah, I got to squint.
When he linked, the New York Knicks select, I knew it. I'm like, he looking at the parentheses. I put EE. I put EE, M-O-N. That's me. That's me right there, boy. Yeah, I'm in there.
So you weren't at the draft. You obviously were friends and family, but
I got the call late. But they played me.
Did you ever see kind of Knicks fans' reactions when they drafted you?
I saw it the next day.
But Spike Lee, a lot of guys didn't seem too enthusiastic
I told him about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I told them all about it.
So, yeah, what did you tell
Nick, has they cheered, have they been happy for any draft pick?
I believe they have.
Which one?
I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I believe they have been like, no, we gon'. But they was like, even Spike, they said, Spike, well, I seen it the next day, but Spike was just like, I'm gonna try and roll with the organization, dog. Like, man, I don't know who
he gonna try to roll with the organization.
Like, I don't know who Buddy is, but I ain't gonna do him bogus on this big day. Like, that's how he said it. Everybody else was like, man, what? Dude, what? I'm like, yeah, all right.
Man, no.
I'm on the PJ, dog. I'm sitting on that with a suit on, everything, sweating all around. I'm all right. I had my headphones. I remember, I'll never forget them. I had black and red Dre beats on, shorty. I'm in them like, all right, wait till we land, shorty. Wait till we get there. Wait till we get there. I'm on one. And I was lit last night. I barely had no sleep. Did the press conference, did all that, dog. right away we went to the workout. I can't even remember who the other 2 dudes was that was working out with me. They got thrashed. Though. I was talking crazy, cursing everybody out. I was mad. If you go watch my Knicks highlights, the first like 5 to 10 games, bro, before I accepted the apology when I big mouthed that they booed me. I said it in every interview, like, nah, they booed me. They'll figure it out. Like, but I was really like amped about it. It was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, though. Okay. I'm glad they didn't cheer. If they cheered, I might have came in there smiling and been a different person. Like, they liked the ruggedness, but they didn't realize I was like, y'all for booing me on my favorite day ever. Luckily, my family cheered because I couldn't hear y'all dumbass. But the next day, my brother made sure to tell me, like, you know they booed you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
every draft
go in there and shit up because they booed you. Now go in there. They got Tony Douglas at the 1. Go ahead in there and show them what time it is. They got Landry Fields at the 2. No, go in there because they booed you already. Go ahead, go in there and show them what time it is. Like, that's how I felt when I came in there. So it was a good time.
So let's fast forward. You finished that year 5th in Rookie of the Year voting. We're the only rookie to get Defensive Player of the Year votes. So that moment just motivated you. And did you ever talk to Spike about it down the road?
Yeah, me and Spike talked about it. We laughed.
He apologized ever?
Yeah. Spike came to the game, gave me a hug. He was like, I was wrong. Like, I don't care where they got you. Just keep playing like that. Keep diving on the floor for shit. Keep cursing people out. Keep dunking. Like, they was like, just go crazy. They were like, I don't know what's wrong with you, but keep it wrong with you. Like,
so keep it wrong with you.
Yeah, they like, I don't know what's up with dude. Like, Melo was like policing it, telling people like, let him. Like, he a nut. Like, let him do it.
You remember that conversation we had?
What, when we was in New York?
Yeah. When I told you
about how to get the money and all that.
When I said what position you should be playing?
Yeah. He was like,
when was it?
This was New York my first year.
Okay, rookie year.
And I said, work on your ball handling, be a point guard.
And he was like, do not let them. He like, you can guard multiple positions. I see what they're doing to you. You guarding the 4, you switching off on the 4. Stop.
Be a point. There was a point in time where I seen the evolution for some reason.
No, right? and the reason why I was crazy coming from you, because I'm like, dog, you a big point guard. I'm the answer for you, Russ. I'm thinking, I'm in a great spot. I'm like, y'all got Drew Holiday in Philly. Y'all got Russell Westbrook in OKC. Y'all got Gil. Y'all got, who else was playing? Sean Livingston was coming off the bench in Golden State. I'm like, it's all these, Reggie Jackson. I'm like, all these big ass point guards. I blend right in, dog. They ain't taking this one from me. I'm the only answer you got for this.
And that's what I seen it, and I'm like,
well, they little about as soon as I got off that injury, off that ACL.
That's what I seen the first wave come in with Tyreek, right? Right, and it was
him off the ball.
It was the first time I seen like, wait, hold on, you ain't about to just big boy me up in here,
real talk,
right? And I'm like, so when I seen you just moving, I was like, oh, we done.
Yeah, it's here.
The new point is here.
6'6".
The 6'6" and above point is here. There's nothing we can do. They're stronger, bigger, faster.
We switching everything.
And they can switch. There's no switch on the Kobe. Cool. There's no liabilities anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't think the NBA seen it. I seen it. I told him, hey man, play the point.
And I was like, I was hyped. I'm like,
play the point. You getting rid of me?
I'm saying, like, he see it. He like, listen, you better go in that gym. He like, I don't care if you fall asleep in there now. Stop sleeping at home. Sleep in the gym. I don't care if you don't work out. Just let them see you in there. So they pay you a lot to stay at point guard. I was like, this is crazy. And then little by little, I start seeing what he's saying, because they asking me to do it. And my for the team ass sitting there like, hell yeah, I don't care. Like, yeah, I get it. I can play 2 guard. I play combo. Cool. Pushed off to the 2 guard, and I'm not really a 2 guard because I'm not finna catch it every time and just lace it. Like, that's not what I'm on. So it's like I'm still playing point at the 2 till then they moving me to the 3. Like, now we trying to force you to shoot. You got to stand in the corner, knock down 3. Before I knew it, they was calling me 3 and D, and then I could play. They was like, yeah, he could guard tweeners. I'm like, tweeners? I'm guarding 3-4s.
Bro, when I was guarding Kevin Love in Minnesota, I was like, what's going on?
That's what I said. They went small. It's like they went small ball, not realizing it's big small ball.
Yes,
it's big small ball. You have your point. Now he has an advantage over all one. So that means now he's sitting there posting. We sitting there like, where the help at?
Or you got to have a good ass 2 guard that can now play 1.
Yep.
that can now just move over, and you bring another guy with size in to match the lineup.
And that's what I said. I look at the big. I look at like 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'9", 6'10". Like I want all footers on my goddamn team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
He's a cheater. He want to play video games. He play video game lineup.
Hey, I hit LeBron. I said, hey man, why don't y'all try this lineup, right? It was like you at the one.
During the real.
It was like you. It was like you at the one. I got Anthony Davis at the 2, 3. Then I got Dwight and DeAndre Jordan or JaVale McGee. Yeah, all of a sudden, I said, y'all all athletic, fast, they can jump. Who y'all scared to guard? Just push each other, just make them go to the basket. 5 people jumping. Oh, Kuzma at the 2.
And then,
I said,
Bron, go shoot whatever you want.
Yeah.
Go shoot it.
Just go in there. Hey, if I got 4 people, I want all offensive rebounds. What they was going to do? He just started laughing. I said, yes, my 2K lineup.
Low-key, all you would need is a shooter, though. Yeah. If he put a 1-2 guard out there, if you put Bron at point, a 2 guard, AD at 3, and then 2 bigs, JaVale McGee and Dwight when they had it, you really can't do nothing with them.
That's what I said. What they going to do on offense?
What I learned so quick when playing with Bron, it's actually like the opposite of Melo, right? Mm-hmm. With Melo will find your weakness immediately. Mm-hmm. He will know it 100%, and he'll keep it in his pocket to use it when he need to use it, right? LeBron will make it to where you're not allowed to play. Like, you can't even be on the floor right now because we're going to expose it, can't leave it in my pocket, got to beat you now with it until you call a timeout, right? Mm-hmm. When I went over there with Bron, I started realizing, bro, it literally, you could put a talented-ass team together and it don't mean shit. Like, I could put the best shit on paper and I realized, bro, it is one basketball in 48 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, all that all-star shit you be thinking, it's like, bro, you don't add in emotions, egos, money. Mm-hmm. You don't add in none of this. You put a bunch of the stars on the same team.
The realm, they're playing in the same type of realm. Like this, they both need that same block.
Yeah.
And
Real
then,
talk.
Whoever gets there first, then the other one's dead man walking somewhere in the corner somewhere. Like that actually matters.
Both of them used to gambling on the steal.
Yeah.
So now both of their ass gambled and now you just burnt. Both of them do the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen 3 of them. I done watched Kai, Bron, and K-Love on a play just dead like. Real talk, all 3 of these didn't run back. My dumb ass, me and JR run back and get the steal. I was so mad throwing this ball down to Terry picking that. I'm like, you star-powered ass.
That's when you fake it losing for a little bit, pick it back up. I got to. I'm right here. Yeah, I ain't about to get that steal and throw that down. That's how I need that assist. But they get the steal, fumble it a little bit.
Be like that. I'm like, one failed, the other one was mad he didn't get a shot, and the other one just had too far to run, so they just all was like that. I done ran down there and somehow, cause I had no help, these niggas threw a lazy ass pass. Oh, got it. Yeah. Look down, he's ready to dunk it. But you'll run into shit like that. Like, you got to be able to put together a team that works. I think that Bron taught me that basketball is that way, dog. Like,
it works well together.
Yeah, like that lineup that you just said. Like, though my younger self would have been like, "What are you talking about?" My older self that been through the league, like, I know exactly what he talking about, bro. I would not want to come out there and AD at 3, bro. Definitely not at 2.
Yep.
What? It's like, yeah, it's funny as shit until that really guard you. Like, it's like, I don't want to deal with it. I usually get a switch, and it's a different ball game. If he gotta guard me and he know the big behind him is bigger,
jump.
I'm like, yeah, what's my side step gonna do? What is my step back about to do? He's not overplaying the rim no more. He's now guarding me. So that step back ain't finna work the same. The ball screens don't work. He just guarding you. He just there.
He's just guarding you. If you go to the basket, you got 2 of them who
and
gonna
now
jump.
All the driving lanes, if they playing active defense and they
closing it quick,
them shits is closing. I don't know how many ball fakes you got. Good luck, Kyrie.
What's so funny is Cleveland ended up doing and start putting like 3 7-footers out there at the same time.
The new version.
Yeah, the new version of Cleveland.
Oh man.
Who they
play?
They was playing
Knicks, right?
No, it was a last year. What was that lineup? They had 3. It was like 3 7-footers out there.
They had my dog, Fro. They had
Jared Allen, Evan Mobley.
And one more.
Who's the third? You know I'm not a Cavs fan since LeBron did, Deschamps did. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Cavs fan, sorry. You gotta earn that respect.
No, Lopez was over there. They played all three of them together.
They just playing all three at one point.
And who? They
was keeping people.
Why can't I think of
it? It was Garland and Saxon. Was it Saxon?
It has that Colin Saxon. Yeah. Damn, they played that lineup?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I gotta see the footage of that. I gotta see.
They were doing all right though.
Wow, yeah, that's a great lineup.
That's reasonable.
It's random to people that haven't been in the league and dealt with it.
Go to the lane. Hey, go to the lane. I got people back there.
Straight up. Yeah. Straight up. It get uncomfortable. And it get tough when you know, like, especially if there's somebody that don't get a Klay Thompson and a Steph Curry with that lineup. Where it's like they don't have to play good defense no more. They can just send you to the rim. Everybody switching everything. Their legs is gonna be up under them. And now you got to deal with chasing these bigs that can screen. That's insane. Now I ain't gonna lie to you though. Y'all gonna get tired quick.
Who? Oh, trying to score?
You're gonna be exhausted.
Pick.
Exhausted.
Triple pick.
High low. Like it's gonna be exhausting for y'all by the third quarter, man.
Gil, I just signed up for Rocket Money and I'm already saving some big money after discovering several paid subscriptions I completely forgot about.
I couldn't believe when I heard the average American spends nearly $200 a month on subscription.
If you don't know exactly how much you're spending every month, you need Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills all in one place.
Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money, saving an average person up to $720 a year.
Stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/no-chill. That's rocketmoney.com/no-chill.
Cha-ching!
So let's go back. We're going to talk about LeBron and the glory year in a second, but let's talk about your rookie year. You come into a Knicks locker room. It's got Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, Tyson Chandler, Baron Davis, Mike Bibby, J.R. Smith. Some dynamic personalities in that locker room.
You got lit.
But who were the guys that taught you what it really means to be a pro?
Melo, Tyson, Kurt Thomas.
Oh, yeah, Kurt.
Really, all of them had their hand, right? They all had their hand in it as far as, like, making sure I was on the right track. Because they kind of knew, like, he a Chicago kid coming out of a lockout. He was just broke, knowing he was a pro. Now he got some money. Like, we got 3 games in a week or 4 games in a week. We need him to take care of his body, but we can't tell him to not be 21. Like, they kind of had to fine tune it. So I feel like Melo did the most, like strong arming. Melo was like, nah, you got to come early. I'm like, bro, I'm not even getting no work. I'm just watching you get worked on. But it was like teaching me in advance, like, this is how much I put into my body. No matter how much I hang with you, no matter how much shit we talk, basketball we talk, this is how much I got to put into my body. You don't have to yet, you know what I'm saying? But you should probably start, you know what I'm saying, early. So Melo had his hand in that, making sure I ate at good restaurants, because I was like, he knew I would just go to the chicken spot every day. Like, I didn't know no better. So he would, like, take me to nicer restaurants, start making me meet people. I didn't like to talk to people. He made me start networking. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was very instrumental in that for me. You know what I'm saying? Tyson, I just feel like he's a pro's pro. Get there early, leave later, help the young guys, vocal with the coaches, vocal with the staff, talk to everybody in the organization. Well, really all the pros did that, for real, when I was with the Knicks. They all loved the organization. But Tyson would preach that. Amari was one of them guys that it was funny, like, people would laugh at him and shit, but what people don't be knowing about Stat, no matter what he put his mind on, he really do follow through. So it's like when niggas said he was changing his religion and shit, like, was all laughing and shit, he really changed his religion, though. And he really read that book for real, right to left. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was part of the little joking era. I laughed and I said my few jokes, but I also was like, let me see if he really rocked through that. let me see how he really coming. If he really coming like that, he might really believe that. And I always appreciated that about being around him. So it was like, I feel like I just had a great group around me. Barron still check on me. Mike Bibby still, out the blue, just come check on me. If I come to Phoenix and don't come check in with them, you know his whole little team.
Team Dime
ain't playing that.
Yeah,
like,
Team Dime don't come around.
Like, they gonna be like, what the f? Like, how you ain't pull up over the compound? Like, what's wrong with you? So I feel like just me getting put there, even Mike Woodson, Joe, like I ain't realized how much I didn't like how they did Woody. Like as far as the brass coming down there and just, next year I had a new coach. Like, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying, it was cool being with Fish and shit, but I'm like, bro, I done had 5 different coaches in 4 years, bro. Like y'all can't just pick a coach and let me develop. I can't just pick a position and rock out. Like I'm a new person every year for y'all. Like what's to y'all? Like, and I never really understood that, but I did appreciate as far as being a professional and putting together a career as far as people like knowing me for something, people knowing I'm gonna be on time, knowing that I'm gonna work hard, knowing I'm gonna put together a good reputation for myself. Those guys around me, they did a phenomenal job. You know
That's crazy. 5 new coaches.
Bro, I never got a chance to do shit. And a major injury.
And then they ask you, like, what happened? I had to try out a different position every time we got a new coach.
Real talk. They was hitting me like,
he says I'm a 3. The last one said I'm a 2. The last one said I'm a 1.
Straight up.
What we doing here?
I'm like, I was 3rd in steals when I was playing my position. I bullied every point guard I saw. I picked up everybody 94 feet. I didn't see nothing scaring me. Nothing scared me at the 1. Like I was just fine. And then I was like, next year I was like, okay, I got a guy. Damn, these 2 guards. Feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like Kobe got some shit. I ain't never saw that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't know niggas could do that. Like that was a travel to me all the way up until now. So I'ma deal with it though.
He said that was a travel all the way
up. Niggas was doing this shit. And I'm like, that's new. Well, we'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying? That became a challenge, but I always knew in the back of my mind, like, bro, I'm supposed to be bothering people 94 feet. Yep. So that's supposed to be 8 points a game for me, steals. Like, I did that in college, bro. I wasn't scoring that much. I wasn't shooting that much. I was scoring it, but it was like, bro, I'm gonna get 6 to 8 points. So literally steals and dunks. Like, I'm gonna bother your point guard till he just so mind-boggled that he just make a mistake and it's mine.
So you talk about that making a transition, guarding points, guarding shooting guards, guarding 3 sometimes, 4 sometimes. So during your career, you had to guard dudes like Kobe, Bryant, Kyrie, Steph, and KD. So amongst that crew, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Toughest match was always like K, just because it's like his shot pocket is not, it's like I have to the only way to actually block his shot, I have to read it, and I have to read his commitment early enough to get up high enough to block it, because he actually does jump and release high. So I'm like, that's my only way to really block it. I'm like, to get it in front of his face, his shot is not from here. So it's a foul. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't really just, it's a foul. Like if his hand hits a little bit, whether I touched him or not, you're gonna think that's a foul because you're used to KD shooting dead in people's face, smooth motion. So this bothers a ref for just a second. A little hitch looked like I fouled him, and I learned that when I did this shit and turned around and Paul George made sure that his elbow was like this, and they was like, "Ma, killed the season." I'm like, "No, I got turned to see if he made it." Like, I ain't never stopped like that. Like, if I wanted to foul him, I'd have fouled him. But it's like you start realizing that if you can't get in here to change the shot a little bit. I'm like, I got to get it before it goes up there. And to get it before it goes up there, you got to deal with 7 foot yank. Yank. I'm like, bro, I gotta go for when he put it out there, because if I don't, he gonna put it down and lay it up. Like 7 feet. So I'm like, if I gotta deal with a yank, and the shot pocket, I'm like, I know I'm guarding him well, but I'm not bothering his shot. Like the TV fan is like, he was locking up, he still made it. I was locking up, but he doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. He has no clue where I am. He doesn't give a He knows, yank, I've created space. Like, if you create space and you're 7 feet, it doesn't matter what you do. Either I made it or I missed it. And that's the frustrating feeling to have. Like, I always felt like James, you gotta peek. Like, Steph always like, where the f fuck is he at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, you uncomfortable, and I know it, because I seen you on tape. You real smooth, and around me, you real checky. Like, you real, it's annoying. Like, even Clay will come off and look for me. Like, man, I know this, and give up on the play. Where the fuck he at, so I can get my shit and fall away from this. Like, KD, nah. to this day, I don't think I've changed his shot ever. I might have stole the ball, stripped him before he got up in the air. If he's gone into the post, I might have, eradicated it. Man, by the time he look at the rim, he doesn't give a what I'm doing. He doesn't care. He just trying to get to a nice, calm position.
All right,
if I can get right here, that ball in my hands, good luck, son.
So when you talk about KD, I feel like he's a guy more than anybody that gets knocked for playing with super teams in this era and trying to surround himself with talented players. I think anybody in life would want to do that, whatever profession they're in.
No, they wouldn't.
They're not trying to. They're trying to what?
Everybody ain't trying to just team up. Like, you can't just throw that out there.
I'm just saying, if I'm in another profession, I want to work with talented people. I don't want to work. You want to work with?
I get what you're saying.
Or you want to work? It's like the chick at the club. I'm gonna come with the ugly chicks to make myself look better, right?
No,
you don't want to come with the whole.
It's really like if a man been like leading the league and scoring 4 or 5 years, man,
you want to go against him.
Yeah,
like that's the only. I told you that's the. K know that's his only knock. He know that, but he know that. That's why I do respect him for that. He know it. Like, if you could walk in and you could deal with that, cool. But you know why we want you to do this. So, like, we want you to be a dickhead. Like, you came in as a dickhead that was like, why y'all switching teams? Y'all not loyal. Then the ownership does something to you. Somebody else do some things change.
Yeah, for sure.
Things change.
But don't get mad at us for liking Supersonic KD.
Yep.
Supersonic KD was one way.
Yeah.
He was coming to hoop. It was straight out of college. It was not bullshitting. It wasn't into nothing. It wasn't into fashion. It was backpacks. It was come get this work. That's it.
Come get
and
this
I'm
work.
dipping. Like, I can't lift 185. Don't care. Don't care. 185, don't care. Still a bus on you. I still drop 50 on you. Don't care. And we was loving that. So it's like when you change and you just be like, oh, it's cool. We could team up. Everybody just sort of like, you still raw as but it's just like,
So what do you think about this latest blockbuster trade, Bradley Beal coming over from the Wizards to the Suns to play with KD, D-Book?
It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. I think Bradley Beal's played great basketball. KD played great basketball. I think you got to figure out who's Batman, because you don't you dare think Devin Booker think he not Batman. Whew. That's what I said. You can't take egos and personality. Kobe is his guy. Stop thinking he don't think he Kobe as far as this situation go. Because Kobe would look dead at KD and be like, I'm taking the last shot, right?
Yep.
How many teams you play for? I'm going to take this last shot, okay? That's good with you?
I think
it's good with Coach. I'm going to take this last shot. I don't care how young I am. I don't care if my fro comb today.
I think KD kind of really understands. I mean, he's already played with Steph and Clay. So
I just don't get how he understands that, because you're KD. You're 7 feet. You're the best option to shoot this shot.
Because I think he.
But you're the best option.
I think that's the thing,
the issue.
That
that's why I look at them on paper and it scares me. Because it's like, when does KD wake up and say, I'm Supersonic KD, right? I get to shoot for the rest of the quarter, right? Because y'all been bullshitting. I'm 7 feet and can't nobody deal with me. So I need to shoot every time. I don't even want y'all to run it down if y'all got a wide open layup. Walk it up. Give it to me, because I'm about to take his soul from him. Like, he's not going to play good for the rest of the series now, because I'm going to drag him through the mud. Jimmy Butler style, how he did light-skinned buddy. Now, he ain't finished the mission, you know what I'm saying, as far as the ring and shit, but like, when it come down to shit, like, what about playoffs? Like, that's what if you on a team, if I'm on a team with you, how I know you the guy is when something like that happen. Games 5, 6, and you just start, Gil just be like, nah, Shump, all that. I know you had something going. And then he scored the next 10 points, and this can't deal with it. And the coach called 2 timeouts, and it ain't turn him off, and he ain't looking phased at all. He just looking like, I told you.
I told you.
Now, next game, when he say, Shump,
back, go.
I don't even care to like when that want it, I don't even care to even aim it. Like, if you notice at the end of the game, if Bron say it confidently, you gonna go look at my passes. I throw that bitch like this.
Yeah, go get it.
Yeah, show me you really want to win that shit, because I could, if I do this, and that nigga poking well. Oh, turnover. Niggas be shut. Why you turn it over? How I turn it over? How I turn it over? You know how I got the ball? I robbed that boy. Turn it over. You think I wanted to? Shorty, let me shoot it then. Let's get the tip. But I do want to see what happens when K and Book can't, like, who takes the shot? Because I know y'all both got the same mindset. How do y'all do that? Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't asking them to fail. I would love for on paper y'all to just dust everybody. Like, I don't care. If it look good and it play good the right way, I'd be like, man, that's a great example for basketball. I love it. But at the end of the game, we need to know who's finna shoot this rock. Like, I'm so sick of mine coming off of that, like, man, they got so many guys that can shoot it at the end. Like, that's why they gonna lose then. Every time y'all tell me some shit like that, I'll be like, bro, you don't hoop. Clearly you don't hoop.
Yeah, clearly you don't hoop.
You don't hoop. That is an important part at the end of the game, dog. Who we living and dying with? Because
the last 5 minutes too. They can do what Steph and them was doing. Hey, y'all better just beat everybody by the third quarter. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. Just beat everybody by the third. Everybody's just sitting there just chill like, what we going to do tonight?
Real talk. And everybody friends. Yeah. But it's like, bro, it get different when it's only 4 possessions at the end because we finna, hold it. Everybody going to get a good shot. We going to wind it down. The league going to go back and forth. We got to be able to say, this is who we living with a mistake from.
I want to see what their 3-man game look like. Give it to me at the elbow, and then my 2, Bill and what's the name, running off.
Think they gonna do that?
They better. What I need the other 2 people for? Y'all better rip out.
When you got K, it's space.
I know, but I want to see, like, are y'all gonna switch?
When the last time you saw that in the league?
No one's ever had 3. No one's ever had 3.
But they don't do that. You talking about like a blast action?
No, you remember to throw it high-low? No, not the high-low, but the pinch post?
Oh, pinch post action,
Pinch post, and then I got my 2 setting screens for each other. What we gonna do? Come off with the set, roll, pick it up.
Do it. Them 2, man.
But you got KD as Draymond.
That's why they not gonna do it.
So you told that legendary story about going up against Kobe your rookie year. He cooked you in the fourth quarter, dropped like 14 points.
Damn.
So I had to go look up the stats.
You cool though? Like,
I had to look up the stats.
He cooked you.
He cooked you. Like you doing that, man?
That's what you said.
I did, but this is the way you said it.
I'm just reminding you.
The way you said it made it worse.
I'm just reminding you
it's Kobe. It's not disrespect. I can see if somebody who was bottom tier.
Hey, it's the way you said it.
Yeah, it is worse when it's bottom.
You sitting higher than me and
That's
shit.
why I'm trying to.
Hey, I be doing the same. Hey,
I'm trying to slouch you over. I got bad posture, so I'm trying to slouch you down.
Yeah, got the best of me in the fourth. Go ahead, man.
But in that game, but just as a defender, what was your approach to guarding Kobe, and what impressed you the most about his game?
So what I used to watch with Kobe was, I don't think nobody gonna call me, so I'm just gonna give y'all my secrets. So when I would watch players, what a lot of players don't realize, it's like a boxer, like how they tip shit. Like a lot of players, you gotta see what they tipping. Like you can see when they come into the league or the next year, you like, oh, I see you added something to your package. Cause you was falling forward last year. I knew that. I was stripping you, but now you in control. So what's your stop? He gonna go under his leg. Okay. He gonna go behind his back this year. That's his thing. Y'all just cone worked it to death. So I could see it now. So you're not gonna make another move until you chop behind your back. Not all your creativity come out. So as long as I knew what your square was before you get saucy, I'm never letting you get to it. Kobe was hard because it was like, yours is a pivot. So it's like, he's basically like that chop move where I'm thinking this dribble, and chop, and now I'm trying to get you to pick your dribble up. Kobe always had a live dribble, and then he started realizing that I was counting his dribbles. So, yeah, for real though, he an animal like that. That's why I said I should have never did the whole like stare. Like I got a picture where I'm staring this in his eye, because I'm like, I watched so much. He could start, he's like, you watch my game. He like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, man.
He started hitting me, 2 dribble, pass it, get it back. But everything he did was sharp, and it was like they had it planned for me or some shit. Like, it was weird. So it was like, I had never played against somebody that turned it into chess with me. It was like, I usually had the one up, like Gil don't know, but I just watched 40 hours of him. He don't know, like, I got to guard 7 other point guards, but I'm really waiting on this game on the 28th. Like, that's me. I've marked it. I want Gil.
one of my favorite guys, I'm watching a ton of film on him, I don't care. So I'm like, by the time I get to him, they make a move or something, I'll be done poked it away, and they looking like, damn, like, this got good D. And I'm just like, nah, you did that game 4 of the playoffs. Like, you got into that same rhythm and was finna do it again. I noticed that you wanted to serve the pizza, so I waited for you to serve the pizza and took that shit. Like,
no.
I know exactly what you're doing. You have no room for nothing else, because you know if you cradle it, I'm taking that. So I'm like, as soon as I notice, I'm like, okay, now he picking the ball up. So cool. I'm gonna touch your left hip so your mind tells you that's where I am, and I'm already running with my left hand to smack that shit out your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already thinking that. For Kobe, he had a live dribble, so I was just like, bro, what I'm supposed to be doing again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guarding me, like, what am I taking away? Everything that I'm doing, he just keep erasing it, creating space, and then getting a live dribble to where I'm in the closeout, so I'm losing every time. Like, I don't like I always felt like I was winning the game with anybody else. I'm like, if you put that ball down and it's not in an attack position, and I'm the aggressor, I'm gonna get the steal, a stop, you're gonna make a mistake, y'all getting a bad shot, everything's about to go wrong. But if you took that first move against me and you was aggressive and now I gotta play catch up, I always hated playing against people like that. JJ Redick was another one that figured that out. He stopped letting me dictate how I guarded him. He would come off a screen, pass it right back, set a screen, make me have to deal with 2-3 actions. I gotta respond to other shit. I gotta help for somebody, and then I gotta look at him while he's staring at me. Lacing that bitch up. But that was my hardest thing with Kobe, when he figured out, don't let Shump dictate how we dancing. Like, he just became the aggressor on the dance moves.
You find someone who plays defense finally said everything I've always said.
Oh, yeah.
I said, great defenders
we playing offense
watching every single thing you do, right? Because if I'm watching every defensive move, how you move your back here, you poke your hand, like, that's how I'm training my offense. I go against the best defenders, and I take them and I watch them, and I create my spacing moves. All right, crossover left to right, what does he do? Okay, he's gonna poke. When he pokes, if you get by him, what are you gonna do? You're gonna switch back? So I'm watching the equal dollars, all of them, the Tony Allens, to see how they actually play. If I beat him, what is his next move? Okay, he's just gonna jump back because he knows the step back.
So
I'm watching all of it.
We get that quick foul on him.
Yep, and I've always told offensive players, listen, look at them defensive players. You can't do the same shit over and over against them. They're counting your dribble. As I said, like, we play in rhythms.
Yeah.
James Harden, it's a boom, 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 boom. It becomes a rhythm. Once you find a rhythm, but nobody, if you're not in tune.
He finally took away his bad habit. He had a bad habit of doing three top dribbles that was like stiff back. Yeah. And then he go into the boom, boom, dribble cross, but he didn't realize you're going 3 and then you're going 2. And I would stab at it. Every time he would get ready to the side, I would stab at it. So he was forced to, like, you may respond right and do it in and out and go, but that ain't what you plan to do. So now you finna do something in the lane. You don't know what the you finna do. Now, if he's dictated and he bop, whatever he had planned, you finna have to deal with that move. But it was like, once my bad too, James. Yo, shut up.
He's supposed to learn.
He got to evolve.
Keep getting off how you getting off, gang. But yeah, when you get to that second one, I used to, right in the middle of that, I stab at you because I'm knowing your comfort is here. So I know your second dribble that you was finna come was something else. Like, if I'm here, you can go through your legs. You got your everything planned out. If it's here, you don't work on a curl spin, because that's what you finna have to do.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do.
I'm leaving it for a curl spin. If you curl spin me, if you Kyrie right now, you out of there.
Yep, I have to.
Another one that's a.
I used to pack it. I remember I said with Kyrie, and I said, when you going at somebody, what you looking at? He said, feet. Perfect.
No, because
I know.
You know what's scary about Kyrie? He's one of the only players that will play against you with no plan.
Playing one-on-one with Kyrie, I realized you really don't care how you score it.
You don't care. Like, he'll pick a spot here and there if you just sag off him for long enough. But Kyrie's one of the only people, he'll let you play. He'd rather play defense on offense. He's defending the ball and keeping the ball away from you. He starts his point of attack, and he lets you dictate how this is gonna go.
Yep. Cut me off, because I got this second move. Cut me off, I'll fake it,
all
gonna
he's
jump.
Thinking is, I'm gonna go as hard as I can to his left shoulder.
if you cut me off, it's because you can't defend over here. We're going this way. If you fast enough to get over there, it's because you left your stance. And now I'm a Euro step and get over here. But once I get under this rim, however you want it. Here, you want it. There, you want it. But you, like that. Like,
but you can see it. You can see, like.
But that's why you was a good scorer, though.
Yeah, I looked at, like, I had a package for you.
Yeah.
I had a package for the little guard. I had a package, and I told you.
And he'll tell you, like, in the game, they'll tell you, like him, will talk it.
Yep.
Like him, Paul Pierce, and shit. They'll talk it to you to let you know, like, you might as well stop. If you want to play today, I'm waiting on this, Sean. Like, I'm waiting on you.
See how aggressive he turns that corner, stop. You know who used to mess me up? I never got to really just go at his bad defense. Sam Cassell.
Bad defense?
He couldn't play defense for nothing. But I could never take advantage of it.
It's a front.
I never could take advantage because he already had me in foul trouble.
He played front defense?
Yeah, no, I don't know. He didn't play no defense. But I never got to really because for 2 plays, first 3 minutes, I got 2 fouls every time. He'd come in, off the screen, I'd fight over it, he'd stop and shoot, and I ran right into him one. Or he'd have a wide open shot.
Way unaggressive.
Boom, and then he'd wait for me to come and then pump fake, and I just jump, boom, get out. Bam!
Mine was Kevin Martin. He used to piss me the
this whole
hitch. Yeah. I was like, what is that? It was driving me. I studied it and everything. I'm like, bro, I can't time it. Yep. I don't get it. I don't like it. I hate it. It works.
I was spitting in his jersey.
I was him up on pump fakes, right? Killing him. Pump fake shit on that man, right?
I know that shit was pissing me.
And then I was like, yo, why you don't pump fake? I was like, you pull it from here, your pump fake will look the same.
No, it wouldn't.
Because he has to come,
but it's so awkward.
You don't want to know.
He won't know.
As I said, so that's what I said.
Where do you pump it?
Huh?
The whole thing about pump fake is being able to mimic it. How are you going to?
Because you remember his shot came here.
But then he would have to learn to shoot from here.
Yeah.
No.
Boop. Oh, go. I always told him, I said, because you pull it from here, but you can never go right.
But he used to be always off balance.
Yeah.
It's like he leaned into it. Like, it's like there was no shot fake for that. The only thing he could do is the Kobe spin on the pivot. He would have had to let you fly by.
He didn't have,
Only this would do that. Like, why you ain't got a pump fake?
You got a pump fake. I just be playing. You know, you just be playing, trying to correct niggas.
Real talk, though.
Like I'm playing against
This man told Kevin Martin to add up. I'm so glad this nigga listen.
Nate Robinson.
What you talking
I'm playing Nate Robinson, right? Coming in the game, like already like, oh yeah, he about to, little fella about to try to get me, right? And nothing. Boom, he got passing it. I hit him after the game. Hey man, why you ain't shooting the ball, man?
Why you ain't going?
Man, I thought I was coming against a tiger, man. You used a tiger, bruh. He was like, man, told me not to shoot. Who? Bruh, I don't play defense like that, right?
Oh, you could have got off.
Like what is wrong with you? Like I was like, okay, he gonna give about 17, 18 a night on me. Yeah. Like I already like, all right, and then I'm gonna have to put him in the post. Like, what's going on? Like, nah, man. Feel that way I was mad. Like, nah, you ain't even bring it today, bro.
I used to feel that way with Drew Holiday. I used to feel like Drew Holiday. I'm like, bro, for somebody that's this nasty, that could shoot right hand, left hand, finish both ways, I'm like, you sure will keep it quiet.
Man, now give it to me, man.
I played that man one time in Philly, and I was thinking in my head, like, bro, you are chilling with a green light. I'm like, Melo will snatch my jersey off all the shots I shot on y'all team. Boy, Melo be like, hey, man. Hey, man, you see this head? You see this halo on me, shorty?
Man, you be getting offended. I be getting offended, man. Nah, man, I already prepared for this battle, and you over here passing the ball and stuff, man, got me offended.
That's how I feel when people do ball strays with me. Don't do that to me. Like, I ain't in there now, so y'all could do whatever y'all want. But when people be like, you hear all them talking all this shit. I'm the marquee defender. Ooh, out the bam. You supposed to be that man over. They talking about our matchup on ESPN. Don't call for no ball screen. You switching me? What you switching? You know we switching that. Don't switch me off you, and don't have me play the back of your jersey the whole time. Like, be a man. Be a man. Go out here on this 17, 18, step off, and let the people see what they came to see. They courtside. They paid the money.
Yeah.
Come on, gang, don't do
Facts.
that. They must be that.
Facts.
I like the X's. I get the X's and O's. I get you can't run for. I ain't saying like it should have been easy. I'm just
We got
saying.
45 on my big man.
And is on me about it though, like
40 off, folks.
find me a highlight while I'm guarding that man, Joe. I ain't get that.
I got hit with 93 ball screens tonight. 93, gang. After the game, I used to really count them shits, bro. I swear, I got hit with 93 ball screens one game. I'm like, bro, what is this, bro? I can't just play my game.
I just get played a one-on-one like you.
Well, I'll never
You
forget
said
when
you was
they
gonna
asked
cook me.
They asked me the next game after one of this is when I knew I was really guarding people and I needed to calm down a little bit though. I had a game where I shot it. I was like 2 for 8 from the 3, but it was like I went like 5 games where it was like I was getting one shot. Then I'm like, bro, the one game I get all these shots. I'm like, bro, I don't know, my arm was wild heavy. I don't know if I'm tired. Man, I go through this ball screens with the trainer and shit, because they used to just go through it just because of all the little nagging injuries I had played through. Bro, I got hit with like 40-something screens on my right shoulder. I'm like, I'm getting hit the whole night guarding. Whoever I was guarding was shooting right, left. So I'm chasing them like this the whole game. I'm getting hit, squeezed in. Like, bitch, I can't make shit. I ain't supposed to be making shit. My shit fucked up right now.
Yeah, they must have known that too.
But yeah, I don't think about it, but I think the coaches be knowing that shit. Like, make sure you get calm. I'm like, bro, they getting a lot of contact on my screens. I'm yelling. I'm spending half the game yelling at the ref. You know what I'm saying? Half of it at least. Yeah, at least.
Well, Iman, we could do this all day, but we got to
I love
wrap this thing.
basketball.
Yeah, I can listen to y'all two talk hoops all day long, but appreciate you for pulling up. We got to make sure you do it again
They
soon.
need you in a suit on one of these shows, bro. Shannon just stepped down, man.
know,
Go on,
man.
get in there with Skip, man.
You sitting there trying to argue real basketball, like, oh man, get rid of that paper, goddamn it. Nobody give a shit about that goddamn paper. That 1985 paper you talking about is better than this. No, we're not doing that. I don't give a shit what kind of stats you have on that piece of paper. If Shaq played against any big man you think about, he's giving them buckets.
bro.
All right, I don't give a shit what your stats say. He's giving the buckets.
I ain't gonna lie, I watched a lot of basketball, and I be telling people, I'm like, bro, I don't care about none of them stats.
Them stats
They
don't
had to
mean-
play against some of these athletes, bro. Just getting nasty outside.
It'd be a different game, but Sean, we appreciate you pulling up.
Of course, dog.
It's been another episode of No Chill with Gilbert Arenas. We'll be back with more very soon.